to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. AnyDesk wants me to pay for a subscription, and I keep hitting the exit box all the time. At 181? Did I say that? What? Hello?
I don't know if you did, but yeah, that's the right one.
Yeah, I stopped because my AnyDesk froze because I had to hit no on the do I want a subscription.
I don't like what. Why do we get punished for using a key? I should have never put that key in.
Guess. But then we would have never. Things would have started getting real bad and poopy real quick. So we would have
To
never
Linux we go.
Oh god, no! Please no. Think sounds borked right now, let alone fucking fitting it all through a Linux distro.
Woo!
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Bruno.
Hi, Nick.
So, 100 episodes ago,
It's 81.
it was Thanksgiving.
Ah.
We
Happy
had
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. We had Fees Minute. Fun. We had Cybertruck. It was 100 episodes ago.
It's still not out yet.
It's been 2 years.
A long time.
Do you feel like the Cybertruck's been out for 2 years?
No, absolutely not. Nope, not at all.
$1 million printers, and did super hearing.
Is this when he was hearing electric?
I think that's when we were going over how he hears electric.
That was a good time. That was a good one.
That was just a pure dick conversation.
Absolutely.
So, we had a big podcast last week.
Huge.
Biggest one in ever. I don't know if we ever had that many people.
We might have for the anniversary thing.
We had 6. I didn't think we had didn't we have 8?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's one of our biggest.
Absolutely one of the biggest, yeah.
Now we're back down to one of our normals.
That's me and you and me.
PA Boys Podcast. So, okay, so I have my YouTube channel still up. Do you notice you have clips in YouTube now?
I've had them for a while. Like a long
you have
while.
Premium?
I think I just get put into beta stuff earlier.
I just noticed I have clips now.
Like, YouTube does a lot of rolling stuff.
But I don't understand clips because, can you use, is it just encouraging the sharing of clips? Because isn't that, copyright?
I guess. Like, I think I might have shared you a Northern Line clip of him in Super Auto Pets once.
Because I could clip that trailer for Amazon. I feel like I shouldn't be able to just clip an Amazon trailer, but maybe I should be. Can you clip a song?
I don't know.
Could I clip Big Booty Mix?
Probably.
See, I don't know, that's just big.
It's confusing.
Booty.
It's very confusing.
Is it because they say Big Body Mix?
No, it's booty. There's a new one of them. Number 20.
There is a new one.
I thought it was alright.
Definitely wasn't my favorite.
No.
Did you know a lot of the songs?
Yeah.
I
missed. I did. Some of them were lost on me. Don't get me wrong, but I would say at least half.
I had a lot of them that were lost on me, to be honest with you, that I just didn't know well. Track list? Yeah.
There's another mix coming out soon.
Really? What?
RL Grime does one.
Oh.
It's like a Halloween thing.
Gotcha.
10th one.
Yeah, I don't know. This newest one. I always go back to 17. If you'd re-listen 17, I'd guarantee you would know every
17
song.
Was pretty good, yeah.
This one, it had a good beginning. I like the whole different country, different nation start. But then I just couldn't get into it as much because I just didn't know the songs to like get into it.
Yeah.
Um, the last one was pretty banging too. Like I won't lie, like the last one
Really?
was like one of my.
I think Line Teen was pretty good. I think it
It
was
just had a
definitely
lot
up
of
there.
banger. It had a lot of bangers in it. I'm trying to look at view counts. 18 had 2.5. 17 had. Can I? I wish I could just like search them all individually. Like, so it's interesting. I don't know what happened, but Big Booty 17 had 2.7 million views. Big Booty 16 had 831,000. Hasn't even hit
So
a milli.
there have been a couple times when they can't get them uploaded or they get taken down, and
Oh,
somebody else uploads them. So is it the same person uploading?
that's their channel I'm looking at.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
Okay, Volume 15 had 3.5 million views. Apparently that was a banger.
I like 15. 15's a good one. My go-tos are 11 and 15. Like those are the ones I say all the time.
Oh my god. 11 11 has a great intro, but after that
I
it
like the
putters out.
music.
It
I
putters
like
out
it.
so hard. I can't I don't enjoy the earlier ones. They have a formula now that just works. And on the earlier ones they didn't create or they haven't like they didn't refine the formula and it just didn't work out as much.
Yeah. I think like you got to go above 10 to get anything actually good.
First 12. Big Booty Mix 12s. I'm like missing it completely. Uh, this is not on their
I think
channel.
12 is one of those ones that got taken down.
Oh. Hmm. To be honest with you, I never listened to anything earlier than 15.
Really?
I just don't.
12 was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't anything
Apparently, it
crazy
was good
though.
enough to be taken down.
Apparently. I think there was some Taylor Swift on it. Taylor doesn't like shit happening, let me tell you.
They just had a Taylor in the newest one.
They did.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I'll wait
She
till
don't
it.
like letting shit happen.
I might be like a talk. I might like the talk. Cause like I was pretty on 18, but then I really liked 19. And I really liked 17. And I really liked 15.
So you're the spring person.
I think I like their spring.
Huh. Interesting.
I wonder. I guess I wonder if they do anything different between the two.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what could be done differently. And I don't know.
Cause like I feel like there was a lot of hip hop on this one.
Yes.
And I guess it's,
I think that that's what the current meta of music is though too.
it is, but like there's just so much
Which
hip hop I don't know.
like 3 years ago was hip hop the meta? I don't know. I
No,
don't think as much. Or not
okay.
this type, you know?
You know what it was? I think there was a lot of TikTok songs too, and I wasn't really excited to hear any of those because I hear them too often.
Maybe.
But then they are meta songs.
Maybe. Maybe that's what it is. It was still worth listening to though. Don't get me wrong.
Oh no, I mean, it's in there. Like I'm not gonna not listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm up to like 5 hours now of ones I listen to instead of 4. I always say this, but um, at some point I would want to go see them live.
I heard you saying that, and I think it would be fine. I think it would be interesting.
They always look like they have an absolute like amazing
It's
atmosphere.
it seems like a meme concert, honestly,
It
and which
does.
is enjoyable. Like okay, let's be
February,
honest.
February beginning.
That's Philly.
No, there's a Pittsburgh one.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I'd probably go to the Pittsburgh one over the Philly one. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends where it is on Philly. At least it is on their YouTube channel. It says Pittsburgh 2822.
Where's this?
It's like in.
That's Pittsburgh. Okay.
Oh, that's the other side of Pittsburgh. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Where is it in Philly?
I
Oh,
don't know.
February.
I gotta look. So that's the February. It looks like they went to this websites. I don't. Oh, they went to DC after that. Got it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Oh, that's probably in Philly. That's in Philly.
That is in Philly.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
I ain't going to that one.
Not a fan of going in Philly. Why? That one you didn't like? What the fuck?
I don't know if you know about Philadelphia, the city.
Oh, I do. I don't like it.
Philadelphia isn't one of
Dude,
those like.
I've been in the heart of Philadelphia, and it is. Ooh-wee.
What about DC? Where's DC?
Yeah, if I could get to it, I would.
How about you get to it? Except what? I
Thank
just wanted the
you.
address.
Yep, that's all I wanted. 1, 2.
Echo Stage. DC isn't that far from us.
No, it can be okay to get there.
Well,
That is like
that's pretty close to fucking DC.
it's in there, like swimwear. You know, that's drive.
Oh my god, it's in between the fucking.
Like it's.
Let me tell you what. The in between portion between Washington D.C. and
Yep.
Baltimore is the most.
Uh-huh.
It is the absolute worst place I've ever wanted.
So they all suck around us.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. It's just those ones. Till 2023. Oh no, it's just to May.
It is till May. Who knows?
I don't know if you know this, but not that they're big enough, but like Hershey's a huge landing spot for concerts because it's
I do.
It's a warm up spot. So they do warm up concerts there before they hit like the Philly, the DC, the Baltimore,
Yeah,
the New York.
I always hear about people going to concerts a lot.
Hershey is like where a lot of places go to do like not dry runs, but like they do like a kind of like a test run of everything before they start hitting the local big cities.
Yeah, I've heard about a lot of people going to Penn State for stuff too. Like there's stuff there a lot.
That's just because like the student population is.
Oh sure, but I'm saying like I've heard of people near me going up to Penn State a lot.
But like it's just like they have the pool because like the student population is so big, like they can have a concert up there and it in the middle of nowhere, just like guarantee.
How big of a concert person are you? Because I've been to like a handful.
Never been to any.
I don't know. They're good, but I'm not a concert person. That's how I look at it.
I want to go to more comedians.
I could do that probably. Comedians would be neat, maybe, depending on who it is.
I saw Jeff Dunham live.
Okay, that's a good one.
I saw him in Penn State, and it was right after the whole kids incident. That was funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was he cracking jokes about it?
Oh, he started the show. He's like, he was like, he was really good about it. He was like, I forget what he said because it was like 8th grade. But it was like he's like, "Oh, I know this is like a serious issue and like blah blah blah. I don't want to take that low hanging fruit, but my puppets might feel other." It's like I won't say anything, but I can't guarantee what they're gonna say. So he did it in like a funny way.
That's good.
He never made jokes about it, but like,
Yeah,
yeah, I want to see. I'm a big fan of Burt Kreischer. I'd like to see him live. Tom
that'd be
Segura,
interesting.
both of them kind of like the same.
Yeah.
Um, every once in a while, some of those UK comedians come over.
Okay.
A lot of the ones from Taskmaster, I'd happily see.
I feel like they would be funny. Yeah.
That remember John Richardson,
Not by name like that, but I'm sure I would know it.
the short guy in Cardigan?
That's
That's not him.
that's not him.
That's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
This
that
guy.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
he has a TV show, like a reality TV show,
Okay.
and him and his wife are both comedians,
Oh
and
boy.
uh it's such a dry British humor funny. But I'll have to show you a couple clips. It
Sure.
is absolutely just um great. Um yeah, I don't know. There's not many people in concert I'd like. I wish I could have seen a Mac Miller concert, but then he kind of just doesn't live anymore.
Hmm.
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 Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But
So, what are you gonna do? I'm more into songs than people.
I get that.
Like,
Get that.
if I like a song, I might like that I might like that artist for that single song, and then like
Yeah, I know
never
what you
like
mean.
anything else they produce in the next 20 years of their music career.
I'm like more in the EDM scene of
Yeah,
music. And I feel like sometimes it's like they only have one good song. And then they only have
or
like 5 songs
or they have
total.
only one good sound. Like they can only make something
Oh
sound.
yeah, that too sometimes.
That's
Yeah.
my that's sometimes my issue with EDM is like it all their stuff is different, but it all kind of has that same
Oh yeah.
like are you gonna try to mix it up here, bud? Or are you gonna like
Yeah, but then sometimes they mix it up and you think more about it and you wish they would go back.
yeah,
Like that's
it's
happened many times to me.
really yeah.
Uh,
I can re-listen to EDM stuff more and more. More though.
yeah.
It's more It has a better re-listenability.
Yeah. If there was a concert that I would go to as far as EDM goes, I would love to see Dead Mouse because he puts on such a big show.
He's I'd say he's like because he's like a performer who does
Yeah.
EDM.
Well, like he has his whole cube thing going on, which
Mhm,
it's a whole performance and spectacle more than it is just music.
right. I mean, he's kind of. I'm not. He's the gold standard. He's not. I mean, he is one of the
No,
best.
but he's one of the grandfathers, you know?
Like if you're gonna see one, be like,
Yeah.
oh, I saw one of the great. Like he just is what he is.
Yeah. And that's part of the reason why he's still doing so good. I haven't loved anything he's put out music wise in years. I still want to go see him though,
Yeah,
which is something to say about it.
that's the issue. Once they get so big, then like they'll either make stuff that's different to try to get more people, or like they just can't replicate the same.
Yeah.
Like Chance the Rapper. I only like his one album, like Acid Rap. Never liked anything else he's ever produced in the history of him. Like he made one good album in I think 2013, and it's that
Yeah.
one. And I've listened to all the songs to death, but I can never listen to anything else he's ever made. It's all just trash.
I've definitely gone down that road. Yeah. Are you good at remembering
No,
songs and people like artists?
I absolutely, You can ask V. I can remember like a song and like what the lyrics are.
Yep.
Don't have me remember like that someone like sang it.
Okay, I'm the same way.
I can't even like tell you that someone is singing. Like you could tell me like all the Taylor Swift songs sometimes. Not like Taylor Swift because she's pretty
Sure.
iconic, but like in the idea that like I could listen to one of her songs and be like, oh, that's Taylor Swift. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm the same way. I'm hard bad with names.
Meanwhile, Feast just like, oh, is that
Fee, I don't know what is up with Fee's brain. I've been, it's broken me for so many years, Nick. I've been playing Rocket League with this dude, and he's like, "Oh, I played with him 4 days ago. It was in a twos match." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
I only like sometimes know that in CS:GO, but that's because of profile pics.
Which don't really work with Rocket League because half the time it's console play. Oh, by the way, fun fact: played Rocket League with Deadmau5. To people listening, I know you've
Oh
heard
yeah,
it
you
before.
played against him and you beat him.
I think he beat me once. We rematched, and then we smacked the floor with him.
Was it you and Burry or was it solo?
I think it was the three of us.
Oh, okay.
I think it was all of us. Me, Fee, and Bury.
It's safe to say you and Burry. Sometimes some with like Fee was like there, but
Yeah.
not all the time.
Fee has like half the hours of Bury, which is like
You have like a
I
third
have a
more
little
than
bit more than Bury. Yeah. Because I would play with either of them.
yeah. Can we refer back to the picture Eric posted at 8:06 today, 8:10 today?
At 8:10 today, I can try and find it. Yes.
I think it summed up. It
Oh
summed
yeah,
up thing.
yeah, I got you.
Playtime 6 hours. When do I start getting good? Playtime 5,000 hours. That's the neat part. You don't.
Yep. Yep. I just played Rocket League for a little bit with Bury yesterday.
I mean, you guys were arguably very good. I don't know like how good, but like arguably good.
We're still in, I think. We didn't get ranked, so I can't say this for sure, but I know what people's MMR is and I can feel where I'm supposed to be, you know? Right now I'm definitely high diamond, possibly like champ 1 or 2,
But like,
which is also about where I sat back
do
in
you
the
think
day.
there's some discrepancy of like at the top ranks that like you are a top rank, but there's some people that are just like astronomically better than you, or
Oh,
like are you?
absolutely. And the other thing is they're rising the ceiling now too, or
Okay,
spreading out the ceiling. Because now there's 3 levels of Grand Champ instead of
okay,
1.
gotcha.
So they added a couple more levels up there.
Not saying you're bad. I just know like
No,
when
no,
you
no.
tried to do
It's like,
tournaments, you got like
oh
wiped.
my god, there are people so much better than us, but we are in like the top point something of a percent. Like
That's
we're
yeah.
way up there.
That's what what confuses me. It just was like it was throwing me off of understanding like how good you guys were when like I saw you
I
as like top ranks, but then I also heard you guys weren't doing great when you were facing other like top
it's
ranks.
there's really good people out there. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I so Instagram has Reels, which is like TikTok, right?
Yep.
I keep finding and Bury too. We keep watching like Rocket League clips because they just get posted and somehow it got to both of our feeds and we always
Hmm.
send them to each other. And every time it's just like, why couldn't this be us? Because it's all stuff that we always did on like a daily basis. I could have millions of those clips
Yes.
of what people are doing. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely up there still. It took like a half a game to knock the rust off, and that was it.
You're back at it.
Yep, it was
Um.
good. It's a good time.
Yeah. It's been a while since you guys picked that up. I feel.
Has been. Definitely has been.
So well, I guess I was gonna try to pivot, but then we pivoted music creators to content creators, and I was gonna pivot to like Netflix, and I was gonna pivot to Squid Game.
It's good. Did you watch it yet?
I did.
Okay. I knew you didn't for a while, but then
I just hadn't. Um, the
It's good.
I couldn't watch the show if it was an American show. I wouldn't have enjoyed it. It would have been very solly, and I just don't enjoy those. Like the American show would have been more about like the thrilling and like the gore of it all.
Yeah,
I
probably.
The only reason it was watchable is because I don't want to like lump all like Asian cultures, but they seem to have like a way to like tell a story between all the animes and stuff.
I I I
And it
genuinely think that they tell stories better, or
I think
they follow authors better. Might be what the real thing is.
maybe I always just found that they like in American TV is always so like it has to be thrilling, dramatic. Like theirs almost has a air of like humor. They always seem to have humor in it. No matter what show you watch, no matter what anime, they'll have kind of a humor to it. Think of like the darkest
Yeah,
animes. Like
I'm trying
not
to, and I'm agreeing with you.
like this one isn't like dark, but like if you think of Attack on Titan, which is a serious dark like drama thing,
Yeah,
it still has like potato
the
girl humor.
or the one running one always got me every time I saw it.
Yeah. It like anything serious has an air of humor and it even if it's very gory, it's still like funny and like I even I mean I haven't you can attest to like Demon Slayer. That's a more like serious one at times, but I think it still has a lot of humor in it, doesn't
Oh,
it?
yes, very much. Yeah.
Um what other big one? I mean Naruto always had humor in it and
I,
that was a big
I literally am running down the list in my head of everything, and I can't think of anything that hasn't had humor.
I think that like
Even like shows that are like kill off all the main characters, they're still running some humor in it.
the let me
Like
think of like
Akame ga Kill, which just tried to hurt you with your attachment to things, still
yeah.
killed everybody off, and still had humor at times.
The what other series show did we watch? I don't know. I feel like I could probably think Fire Force always had humor. That one was more like serious and intense at times. Uh,
Hunter x Hunter definitely did.
trying
Cowboy
to think of.
Bebop was full of it.
Oh my god, a massive amount of humor. I
Even
think.
like thrillers like Steins Gate still have a ton of humor in it.
Yeah,
I'm like reading down my list.
very few have nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that's the reason I could watch. Like, I never felt like the show was too serious.
Yeah. Which I guess it just fits. And this is a Korean show too. It's not
Yes.
Japanese.
No, but I feel like I don't know. Again, not to lump them all in together. I just feel like
No,
anything
but
from
it
that
was
part of the world is
similar.
just
Yeah.
that's just how it is.
Yeah.
That's why people are like Netflix don't make an American version because it's gonna like just turn into a stall of like just trying to be thrilly, gory, like dramatic-y.
Yeah. It's going to turn into Saw.
And it's like I don't. So then it's just like watching 6 episodes of how to watch people die pretty gruesomely.
Yeah.
Right, this one at
I
least was like
I thought it was a good show.
yeah,
I didn't like it as much as Fredo did, but I thought it was a good show.
I think it was definitely it's a good show. I think it not being in English somehow like made it more of like a I don't know. It
I'm
seemed more like
assuming
a
you watched it in
yeah.
subtitles. Yeah. Did you try the English dub?
I didn't even try now.
It was terrible.
Um,
It
I
was
feel like
like
people
so bad.
I feel like people probably hopped on it more because it was like a foreign thing, and they were like, "Ooh, look at this good foreign show," and then people started talking. Like, I think it was just a snowball effect of a couple
Absolutely.
things it had going
Like
for it.
I heard about it from not about it initially, but my sister even said something to me about it or was going to before I asked her, which is not someone I would have ever pictured watching something in another language.
Yeah,
You know, I think it reached a very broad audience. And I think
yeah,
part of that is because it was on Netflix.
yes. I gotta give it to Netflix. I mean, they miss the mark a lot, but they also hit the mark a lot.
They
They
do,
just
yeah,
aim. They
yeah.
don't. I guess they don't aim. They just kind of shoot.
Also, I think they need a subtitling team because I've heard numerous times about how terrible the subtitles are.
Yeah.
Like even translation, like not even like that show felt like it was closed captions and not subtitles that I'm used to. Like I felt like it
Like
was too literal.
I didn't think it was literal at all. I thought it was a pretty. I thought it, I felt. I thought it felt like a script. I didn't think it was literal. When I think
Maybe
of
you're right.
literal, I
Yeah.
think. I think when I literal, I think of when you put subtitles on our shows that we watch, and like I don't know, the English translation is more of a closed caption. It's not like trying to say like it's
Maybe
translating
I'm
like
not remembering right. I don't know.
because like I'm trying to think of like whatever show we were watching that like Black Clover maybe.
I'm not sure.
Might have been Black Clover that we had the English subtitles under the English, and they
Oh
were,
yeah, they were bad.
but they're,
They were not good.
but I thought you liked those because of how hilariously bad they were because they were very like
Sometimes, yeah.
okay, because that's like a
And
closed caption in my mind. That's like just a
yeah,
direct translation,
yeah.
whereas a subtitle is like them writing them rewriting the script to make sense.
Yeah. And sometimes it's a mix, it's not always the same.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good show though. Worth watching.
yeah,
And it kind of grabbed everybody. Like I think most people from this our Discord have watched it,
yeah.
which doesn't always happen.
No, I kind of hope more Asian TV comes over from like the Koreas of Japan.
Sure.
Um,
I'm for it. I mean, I watched a lot of it already. So,
but oh yeah, the anime, yeah, but I'd take some like real like IRL type shows.
I okay. I don't know what I was doing, all right? I don't know how I got there. But I got to a Twitch channel that plays 24/7 MXC, which is the dubbed version of Takashi's Castle. Do you remember that show? The like
Yeah,
Wipeout?
yeah.
24/7 streaming all day long
What?
on Twitch.
Why? What?
I don't remember. I don't know how I got there. It's only MXC on Twitch.
Okay.
Like that's
Damn,
the
Bruno,
channel
you
name.
must have been fucking hunting that day. Lack of content, I guess.
I don't know, but I watched like an episode and it was hilarious because I forgot how crazy the dub was. It's like if you gave someone a show that didn't
Hmm.
know the language at all and just made up a story based on what they were looking at,
Well, just do be like that sometimes.
which in itself is hilarious. It's
Yeah,
also old humor, which would not fly nowadays.
very much. Yeah. Take that down. Take that down. Um. What did I have to pivot after that? It was something.
I mean, I've got some stuff to tell you about
Oh
too.
no, I was gonna pivot into like shows into high roll, crit roll.
Critical Role, yeah. I didn't get any further yet, but
I'm like, give me a.
so what happened is Critical Role this past Thursday broadcast their first episode of campaign 3. So their big long stretching, I think it was
Don't show me my
140
shorts.
episodes. 140 episode D&D campaign, Critical Role. It's a huge thing to a lot of people. They just started a new one. So I said I'm hopping on the train, going to keep up with it. It's about 4 hours of content a week.
Yeah.
I think
Probably
me, you, and Dit. I don't know if anyone else will watch. Probably not.
they're actually the biggest Twitch channel in terms of revenue.
Yeah, it's there's way more people than I ever thought that watched it and subscribed to that channel. I think the numbers are just way larger than I ever thought.
Yeah, it's basically just D&D with voice actors who are really you're
Yeah, that's
watching
the
it
other
for the
thing.
people.
Yeah,
High production value because of
just
the
where it's
campaign is well thought
led to.
out by Matt Mercer because
Oh
he's just
yeah,
an
the
amazing
campaign.
story
Yeah,
maker. Again,
phenomenal
it's not
story.
it's not a complaint. I find the presentation for the people to be lacking compared to other channels that I think have had to up the presentation for the viewers just to get people to watch it.
Sure. Next time you find yourself looking at some one of those and be like, man, that's what I want as far as presentation goes, you should send it to me so I can look at it.
Yeah.
No
I feel like I just
rush.
want to I
Whenever.
feel like I just want to watch Fantasy High with you. Or I want you to watch Fantasy High season 1 on YouTube.
Okay. Maybe.
The guy that runs that campaign also is friends with Matt Mercer and they talk a lot
I
about
think I know
D&D.
who it is. Yeah.
Brendan Brendan something.
Yeah,
He's
I
been on
think I.
College Humor for
Is it that guy?
yes.
Yeah, I know that guy. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
They just use a lot of art. They use a lot of art and they use a lot of the miniatures and a lot of like sets that mean nothing to help portray the story.
Okay.
And they use B-roll well.
Oh, okay. That might be what's helping them a ton then.
Yeah, like they'll do B-roll of
That's
like
probably the biggest difference that you're talking about so far.
yeah, so it's like real big close it's like camera right there close up of knocking someone down or like um
So it's
it,
less of a live feel and more of a pre-production
oh, it's
or
100%
post-production
pre-production.
feel. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And it follows a like I think the episodes were like an hour long. It was a
Okay.
TikTok. So combat one episode, interactions another episode.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
So so like combat happened, you had about an hour worth of like this week's episode is all about um what's going on. Like
RP in the town or whatever. Yeah.
they're going to their class and they're talking about like math.
Oh, okay. True. School.
And
Yes.
at the very end of class, the math teacher goes evil. And then the next
Okay.
episode is them fighting the math teacher.
That sounds like a good format, honestly.
Yes. Um
I fell in love with the people of Critical Role.
I'm not
You
against
hit the
Critical
nail
at
on the
all.
head. Yeah.
Uh
Cuz it's the voice actors and Matt Mercer DMing it is
yeah.
what did it to me. Cuz I feel like the Critical Role episodes I don't need to watch. I could listen to them perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Whereas it sounds like you're looking for more of a visual thing as well, which is
I
also fine. It's just different.
yeah. I'm not looking for it. I just enjoy it more. It's
Yeah,
easier
yeah,
easier for me that isn't in the room like with the people to like feel more immersed.
sure.
Um
I've been flooded with on this first episode. It's been a lot of like telling the backstory, which you're gonna have, but it's just a lot.
I was hoping you're paying attention to some of this because I know I'm gonna have questions and stuff that I'm just
I'm,
missing.
I'm trying to, yeah, but it's a lot.
I'm 2 and 11, so I'm I'm over the halfway mark.
Okay,
Probably, you know, here probably get another like 20 minutes tonight at best. Try to get more
yeah,
tomorrow. I wasn't able to sit much down today. Ooh, can I do a quick tangent story?
have at it.
So we're at work. We're doing new dash cams for trucks. Whatever.
Sure.
Beta testing this product.
I think I know what you're about to say, but yep, go ahead.
Okay, so when I was out on honeymoon, they got a ticket like, hey, we need 10 SD cards, and it just said 10 class 10 SD cards. And
Okay.
if you say SD card, what are you gonna think when you just say SD card?
A full size SD card like this. This is an
Yeah,
adapter, but yes, this.
yeah. They ordered 10 S. I've been the only one. Not that I was the only one working on this project, but like
I
I was the
guarantee
one
they
that.
was supposed to be micros.
Oh, 1,000%. They were supposed to be micros.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was like, the other two guys. It's not like they don't know what's going on, but I was the only one that was actually helping out with the project. Like I was like really the only one that
So
needed to do stuff.
you're saying that shit caught on fire when you were away on your honeymoon?
Eh,
A
they
little, at
ordered the
least a
SD
little bit.
cards. They ordered the SD cards. If I would have seen the ticket when I was there, I would have probably questioned that it should have been micro SD cards. But
You one of these guys.
yeah, so I had to like talk to the person. I'm like, hey, they said SD card. This is why they shouldn't just say SD cards, because SD card literally just means this, but they mean micro SD card, which seems like a small semantic, but
You like
it's a
this?
huge difference. So I told her, I'm like, I have to order. Also, these 128 gig SD cards have to be formatted in FAT32, which you can't do in Windows if it's over. Like you can't format a drive through the GUI, and
Really?
if it's
That's
over
annoying.
32 gigs, it's like that's not really a file system you should be using. So
Sometimes those video recorders only accept up to so many gigabytes, so they might not even be using the full SD
well,
cards.
so okay, so we tried to do PowerShell. It wouldn't quick format. It failed after normal formatting, so we had to get this like jank tool that was built in XP that this dude had. It's like built. It's running off like XP code that's still like in Windows.
I feel like I had back when I was doing IT support. I think I had a live boot image of some Linux shit to do all kinds of shit like that. To be like,
Um,
hey, blah, 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 run, done,
so
restart.
FAT32 can support up to 2 terabytes of storage. However,
Yeah,
a single file can't be bigger than 4 gigs.
yep,
So like,
yep.
whatever.
It's annoying.
Um, but yeah, that was my like, yeah, this is way too big. They need to say micro.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah.
And micros always come with adapters, so you know,
Yeah.
SD cards have come down in price a lot,
Got
which is good.
128 gigs for like $20 a piece for a micro. That's really not that bad. Terabytes for like,
I used to spend a lot more than that.
yeah. I mean, and they're all
21
like,
bucks. Yeah,
yeah.
that's not bad at all.
It's really not. I mean, it's massive. I mean, like
And the
back when,
speed too. Like that's a decent speed card. That's not a bitch card.
I mean,
The gray ones are bad.
when do you hear people nowadays complaining that they have their phone like filled with storage? I mean, granted,
Me. I need a card. I should get one. But I also should get a new phone, so
one, you've had that phone for what, 5 years now?
just over 4, I think.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, so you filled it up over time. Well, it's still long ago for a phone. Like, what storage do you have in it?
I don't think I do. I think it's empty. So it's like 64 gigs.
No, I meant like, what was your base?
64 gigs.
Okay, like I think the new iPhones come base with a 128. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm
I mean,
with you.
remember when phones had like 16 gigs? Like, the idea of
Yeah.
like phones filling up anymore is kind of getting a little bit of like,
Yeah. I should buy more of these. I can't believe that these cards are $8. I have some of these.
30. Yeah, I mean, 32
$8
gigs is
32
small
gig
now.
card. I know it. Well, it is. But that used to be like $40. That's the
Yeah, it's not
thing.
anymore.
To just buy a drone and buy a big ass card and throw it in it. Like a 256 class 3.
Uh, as a wise man we both know once said, "Yo, that's crazy."
It do be crazy.
Studies have shown it do be like that sometimes.
The problem is though, you buy one of these big ass cards and then what do you do with the data? Cuz I hoard it, okay? That's the problem.
I gave you a
I
goddamn NAS. I don't want to hear it.
no, I want to buy more hard drives and put them in it. Yeah, I do.
I gave you the means of production, and you must seize upon it.
Yep.
I like how I've built. Not that I've done it, but like you have a whole house network. You have a whole like networking infrastructure in your house, just on either me buying you shit or like me telling you to buy shit.
Yep. Pretty
You have
much.
like you have a bunch of cameras that I told you to buy because they were like they're cheap.
But they're so good.
I know.
Do you have a version 3 yet? Because
Not
they're
version. Yeah.
fucking nutty. Okay.
Did
They
you
have a
buy a
new.
version 3?
Yeah. No, I was given it. Sorry.
Oh,
But
okay.
I put it on the list. It's nutty. It's ridiculously better. They just came out with upgraded pan tilt one now.
I feel like I tried
That's
to
with
get.
like the new sensor.
I feel like I tried to sell you on these for a while, and you just weren't having it. And then like you bought one, you're like, holy shit.
They're just not. They're good. All right, so this is my front yard, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see on the one side there's a garage door light,
Yep.
right? Pretty
Mm-hmm.
dark, right? Some
Yep.
yard lights. All right, let me go back out and show you. This one's on the front of my shed, closer to the road, and that's what it looks like.
It's pretty bright.
That's the new one.
Holy shit.
It was very impressive, the difference. Big difference.
Then I got you the net. I
Would
got the
recommend.
NAS for you. It's only a couple things, but I feel like they've been like meeting up your bandwidth and your.
Seriously, you are. Speaking of with, how is my bandwidth doing? Where'd that window go? Oh well.
Server really destroyed your life because now you have like 1,000 billion things going on it.
Yep. That was the beginning of the end, is what that was. That was the turning point.
Hmm.
Now, I was in a store, Nick. If I asked you, I'm completely going off topic here. I hope you were done. If I asked you what flavors of Uncrustables you could find in a store, give me list them all for me.
Great. Strawberry, honey,
Yeah.
banana.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good so far.
Do you have a marshmallow one?
How about taco?
Well, okay, there. Well, we're starting to get a little crazy. What?
What the
You didn't
fuck
think
is
we
a
should?
taco? Barbecue chicken.
Well, I'm not against it.
I am a little bit. Okay.
I'm not against it. Where are you?
What?
What are you shopping at?
This is Redner's, a local-ish chain.
I'm not against it.
Maybe I'll have to try some sometime if I see.
I don't
one.
know. I think about it like, damn, don't I think this should be a taco? Like, hell yeah.
I don't know.
What was the one to the left?
I don't remember. I was blown away by taco.
2 for $5.
It is 2 for $5.
They're probably small as fuck though.
Yep. Probably.
Mm,
Okay. I also
okay.
have another. So, I was going to give you so much more stuff last week, but then 40,000 people showed up.
Yeah.
So I just kind of put it in the back burner, right? On this week of Bruto doing something, name that thing.
That's a log.
It do be a log.
Of maple.
I think it's an oak of some sort. It is a harder wood, not a soft wood.
It's a log.
Okay. We're stepping forward an image.
Oh, is this cabbage making?
It is cabbage making. This is
like
my stomper.
Do you put on Snapchat you were doing cabbages stuff?
Maybe. So, I had a guy, a sauerkraut guy.
Yeah.
Sauerkraut guy decided I don't want to do sauerkraut no more.
Oh,
I don't have a sauerkraut guy anymore. I'm the sauerkraut guy now.
so now you host a sauerkraut party?
So far it's been for myself
Oh,
and only myself. I went to Green Dragon, like a farmer's market, and I bought 10 heads of cabbage for 60 cents a piece. I did really good at getting cabbage cheap.
10
I
have
used 10 heads of cabbage.
paid $6 for cabbage
I did.
for 10 cabbages.
There's a pile of them on the table there. You can see
I
them.
don't know if that's good or not. I don't buy cabbages.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
They're usually more like $2 a piece.
Fucking mug this dude for his cabbages?
Basically. So all this cabbage went into this crock.
Doesn't feel right, but I guess I can agree. I guess cabbage is.
You gotta stomp it down a little bit, crush it up, put it in. It's a lot of cabbage. It was
Is
way
10
more
heads
than
of
I
cabbage
thought.
a lot of cabbage?
I thought it was gonna be way more than. Like, I thought I didn't need that much.
You thought 10 heads of cabbage was too many heads of cabbage.
I did.
And now you're
Okay.
sitting here like I should have bought 20 heads of cabbage.
I think I used closer to 9. There was a little bit extra that got made into some stuff, but it was. No, it was 9.5. I used 9.5. There's my slicer, by the way.
Your meat slicer?
Yeah,
Does it slice cabbage?
it does. Slices cabbage real great. Good job. Did a good job.
Interesting.
Except the fact that it's tiny, so I had to cut the cabbages up small. But yeah.
Hmm.
Did I even take a picture of my sauerkraut? I didn't. Never did. It's in the crock, bubbling away, doing its thing.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Has been
Oh, I
for
thought this was the day thing.
over a week. I would have told you last week, but there were a lot of people.
So wait, the cabbage. Why you're cooking it today, but you made it over a week ago?
Nothing cooking. No, it's fermenting.
In your oh, it's fermenting in your crock.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought when you said crock pot was what I was thinking of.
No. I also made chili. You heard about chili though.
Yeah. Okay. Fucking world supply of
Look,
chili.
look. It's fine. This was before I added beans. I was only half full. Okay.
A lot of beans. Holy fucking.
No beans. None in here. Okay.
A lot of beans. A lot of beans.
It went up to about like here, maybe like an inch down from the top of the pot.
Well, I know how big it went. I saw the Snapchat, but holy fucking
20
shit.
quart pot. I don't have a picture of it. I should have taken a picture of it. I made 27 servings of chili. It was a lot of chili. You know, bagged it up.
26 in one soupy.
No, I didn't even count the soupy one. That one wasn't counted. So you have to say 27 in the soupy one. It was really good though. Good chili.
Damn.
What else did I do? I don't know. I think that's it.
That's it from you? That's all you did?
I painted my grandmother's hubcap because she curbed the fuck out of a wheel.
What do you... Wait, what?
Can you tell which one's the painted one and which one's the regular one?
I don't know. The light on the front makes me think that one's like brighter or new, but it could be the back one.
Does that mean it's painted or does that mean it's the normal hubcap?
I don't know. The front one looks like you painted it and it's brighter, but the back one looks darker, but that's I think is the light. But I'm going to go with the back one.
The front one was painted.
Okay.
So to me that says I did a great job.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, exactly.
If they had both the same amount of lighting, maybe I could have told. But I think the back's darker and the front's lighter.
It is. Yeah, because the door was open.
And lighter to me means newer.
It was paint that I had on hand. I sanded down the scratches so it wasn't as scratched up and threw a coat of paint on it. You know, instead of paying $40 for a hubcap. Also, These hubcaps are held on by the lug nuts.
Yes.
Why?
So they don't fall off.
I guess. It's annoying though. Because every
Why?
time you want to do something with a hubcap, you gotta take a wheel off.
You don't have to take the wheel off.
Basically.
You just gotta remove the lug nuts.
Yeah.
Madeline has that stupid fucking lock lug nut on her stuff, so she always has to have on her glove compartment the like unlock thing.
Yep. Wait until
I'm
a
like,
shop steals it.
I'm like, yeah. I feel like
Even
that
by
happens.
like a by accident thing. It
Yeah.
happens.
I'm always paranoid.
Locking
She's
lug
just
nut.
yeah. Fuck it. Take my tires. I don't know. I'll just move
I
on
mean,
in
it
life.
depends on how nice the tires and rims you have and where you live.
We have like three cars. We have like three cars out there that have like expired tags. The one over there is like 2019. The other one over there is like 2020. The other one's like 2018. They haven't had their tires stolen in years, so I'm probably fine.
It's
Um,
fine.
hmm, Amazon. What did I have to talk about? Oh, I got my dehydrator today.
Yeah? How,
Gotta
does it look
love
okay?
Prime shipping.
I mean, you really do. It's very nice to have Prime shipping.
I mean, I'm nowhere near able to do anything with it yet, but I got it.
Nice.
It's like next weekend's project.
So, what are you planning to do with it?
I'm either gonna make banana chips first to try it out, or I'm just gonna go all
Okay.
in. Maybe I'll do
So,
banana chips with it.
Nick asked
Yep,
me for my beef jerky recipe.
I did. I think so. I definitely want to do your hot. I want to do your teriyaki, but I want to do your hot one first.
Yeah. It's it's preference thing, and I find this with like everybody that it's like some people like one and some people like the other, and that's just how it goes.
So one,
Is this it again?
yeah,
Is this right?
yeah. Eh, it's not like I think it's a good value one. For everything the reviews I
Yeah.
wrote, people are like, it does the job.
No,
It
it's
got the
something.
fan. It's got a
Yeah.
decent amount of trays. It has a
Yeah.
decent temperature range. It's a decent size.
Yeah.
There's not much more you can ask until you get to like the realm of fancy things to be able to like.
Yes.
I think back to the days when I watched Bon Appetit and Brad had the one that like they had the thermometer or he writ on like the dial on the front that was just like that's this degree.
Yeah.
Rem-
I mean, I think that was a very high quality dehydrator though.
It was, but like had
But
zero
it was
features.
like, yeah, it was just go, and that's it.
Yeah. I don't know. I ate your beef jerky and I'm like, oh, I think I could make this. And then like I went through a phase of like, is there a way to get like reasonably priced jerky if I don't want to make it? And there just isn't.
Nope.
There's no such thing as reasonably priced jerky.
Nope. There's not.
And I'm not gonna
Like,
say even
like,
making it doesn't seem like cheap, but it doesn't.
no, but it's a fraction for sure. I
Yeah.
brought those two bags, and her or somebody said, "Oh, what's this? Like $20 worth of beef jerky?" And I said, "No, probably like a couple hundred." Because
Oh,
I
if you sold it,
brought,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, I brought like it was multiple pounds of made beef jerky after the drying.
I'm assuming it was like I don't even know like what if out of how many pounds of like the eye around like how many like if we're talking about like that cut of meat which you say you normally use if I want 1 pound of beef jerky in your mind how much like meat would you have to produce or like buy to produce that 1 pound of
It's
finished
at
jerky?
least 2 to 3 times, something like
Okay.
that. Like that batch might make you a pound, I think, or what I in my head think is a pound. I'm not sure.
I again, you could tell me that like it goes to a half a pound. You could tell me that it's actually more than you think. I don't know. I have no frame of reference.
So like when I made it, this sizing is gonna fuck. everything. Hold on. When I made it, this is what I made. This is the finished everything. That's a pretty big pile. This was like 2 batches worth, as far as the recipe goes.
Okay, so you do think that was like two like 2.5 pound like chunks
Yeah,
of meat?
it was like a third and 2/3, and it was like 7 pounds almost, six, seven
Okay.
pounds, something like that, total of meat beforehand. This is like 18-inch wide butcher paper or parchment paper, I think,
Mhm.
by 2 feet maybe. So that's like my butcher block's pretty big. It's a pretty big pile.
It was a big pile divided among 8 people. It definitely it doesn't seem that much.
Yeah, they pounded the fuck out of that beef
They
jerky too,
did.
though.
Okay. It that's a lot of beef jerky, but when you put 800,
The day after, Burry was like, "Man, I shouldn't have ate that much of it."
it's so hard though.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
So the reasons I did it was one, I know you make it around. That is a very nice dehydrator. It looks like.
It's a 10 tray everything stainless steel. I think
Right.
I
This would,
paid at least 3 times what you did,
but you
but
get 3 times the.
it's a big dehydrator.
Yes. This would be like if I get into it, like this would be owning a house, having that in like
Yeah,
the
it's
basement.
it's a pain in the dick because it's a giant thing that I have to put somewhere.
Um, the
I'm trying to find it online to see if I
so
can
when I got into it,
give you a
like
better
you had
picture.
yours, I'm like that seems like something I could do. It doesn't seem like the hardest thing in the world to actually achieve.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Two, I know I think we've talked about it. Whether we've talked about this on the podcast or not, it it looks like 2022 is another weekend trip where
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was gonna think about challenging you to a jerky contest if I can get like this under the
Mmm.
wheel
Mmm. Let me
and
tell
like
you, they love that shit.
well yeah, but I was gonna like you have your recipes that I was gonna try to like find and refine mine
Oh yeah, I mean,
and then we'll like jerky off.
I've the me doing the teriyaki is a fairly recent thing that I learned. I loved it. I don't know,
Hmm.
but the thing is, it is a very preference-driven thing.
Oh, it very much is.
Like, I can say I like teriyaki, but even like in my family, my sister likes the other stuff more than the teriyaki. You know, my mom likes the other like smoked other stuff. You know, it's all over the board,
Hmm.
and it's different.
And then yeah, it's kind of like it seemed like a good if you can do it well. It seemed not a low hanging fruit, but like if you do it, it's a great easy not easy gift, but it's like a not don't think about it. People will enjoy it just because you give it to them like
Yeah,
gift. Like people aren't like, oh wow, gonna throw that away. Like oh
yeah.
hell
No,
yeah,
I don't think anyone that I've given beef jerky to has ever thought it was a shitty gift.
yeah.
Like, I usually make a batch for my sister and mom for Christmas.
And I know every year you like talk about doing it. I
And
mean,
but then I always make some for myself too, and then it's just a lot of making beef jerky.
yeah.
Like, I have I'm looking at a better slicer. I was at a restaurant store the other day looking at slicers. I have pictures of them
Would you
because I
keep your
just
old one, or would you sell it?
I don't know. I would think about offering it to you if you were interested when I get a new one.
If you got a new one and you didn't think about trying to keep, I mean, now
I
granted, you could be someone that wants to
doubt
have like
that I would
multiple.
keep it because it's not the same. Like, I'm looking at stuff that's borderline automatic. Like, I'm looking that far up the
Yeah.
line. I Let me tell you how far up the line I was, okay?
Okay.
I found an auction for a pizza joint and they had a
God.
slicer and
God
I
damn
put a
it.
bid in on it, Nick.
Okay.
I was bidding on it.
Okay.
Looking at the prices of these ones, I probably should have bought it.
Damn.
But it was an old slicer from a pizza joint that who knows what shape it was in.
Yeah, you just don't know.
But it was a fully automatic, click a button and it goes whoop 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 and starts slicing.
If now, it's some people are like where they want to have a tool for every like situation, and like
Okay. Yeah.
if you'd want to keep it, I really don't care. If you were gonna
Probably
sell it
not.
because if you want to sell it because you don't want the cabinet space, I'd I don't know what it's worth, but
I I
I'd
bought
trust
it
your
for like
value.
$100, so something under that, you know.
Yeah.
If the time
Um,
comes, I'll keep you in mind. You were already
yeah.
in my head if you got into jerky.
Yeah. Um,
It works. There's a
I don't
lot
think I've ever.
of
I don't
things
think I'd
to
ever
it.
get to your level. Let me just put it that way. That'd probably be more than
Yeah,
enough for
that's
me,
fine.
like, because
Yeah,
I don't.
but I'm saying like there's a lot of,
I'm not trying to
you know
overextend
how
my.
people have those old cars and like it's step on the gas twice, bop the top of the wheel once, you know, to get it to turn on. This slicer has its own character. Like, don't push it too hard. Freeze your meat, but only after it's thawed and just a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't push too hard because then it deflects the backboard
Hmm.
and it starts getting thicker. And it's like, if it's really frozen, turn it down a little bit. And I've learned this shit over time. Man, it's, yeah, looking
Yeah.
at nicer ones.
I'm not gonna get Bruno about it, and the fact that I'm gonna get a goddamn automatic deli slate.
It's a thought. It's not.
I'm waiting for the day you're telling me you get a whole cow shipped to your house.
Nick, we used to raise cows, okay?
I know, but now I haven't. Where are they? You either killed them all, or you. I mean, obviously the corn's not working, so maybe you might want to go with livestock next time.
Dude, the corn I think is just a problem, okay?
I think we should try to fix it, but yeah, I
I
know what
don't
you
think
want.
I can. No, this isn't big enough.
Oh, okay.
I think I was looking at a 14, if I remember
The
correctly.
13-inch medium
Oh
duty
no,
automatic weed
it was a
slicer with maybe
12. It was a 12, but it wasn't.
3/4 of horsepower. You didn't
I
want
was
the
look
2700?
I was looking at this one in a store, and it was not this price.
Cheaper?
That price that is high. Yeah, like $200 cheaper.
That's pretty cheaper.
Um, I so like mine, you roll it because it's got a little thing, you know.
Hmm.
You push it and it's like grinding through itself and pushing through. This one I like touched it and it went flying to the back because it was so smooth. You know, it's one of
Definitely,
those.
it's definitely a step up.
Yup. And the larger size cutter helps a lot. And the fact that it has a sharpener on it that works and like
Yeah,
there's
yours doesn't.
a lot of reasons that this is better, okay?
Yeah. Do you have to like replace the blade on yours, or does it have a sharpener that like?
I think I need to do another sharpening session. I took a diamond stone to it at one point to try and get it sharper. So like the first time I used it, I think I rammed it into a bone.
Do you have a picture of yours,
Fucked it.
or do you have a
Um,
model of yours that like for
I could probably
reference?
get it quick. Yeah. Let me look. But yeah, I think I fucked a blade with a bone the first time I ever used it, and it was never spectacular. I sharpened it, and that helped, I think. But
Didn't you just show me a picture of it?
it kind of, yeah. Where was that? It was a picture from something else, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, the cabbage.
Yeah. I mean, it is a thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I got like a higher, I got like a mid-range home consumer slicer. So basically, I got a piece of garbage. Apparently, they don't sell it anymore at Cabela's. It's like a Cabela's brand slicer.
Gotcha.
I I don't know if it was this. It definitely wasn't exactly this one, but I think like this is what it is. This one looks nicer. No, it's definitely not. I'm not even going to show you this because it's not this. Yeah, it
All right,
was
you got me interested.
uncharacteristic for me.
Yeah,
You know, usually I'm like low level commercial or like high level prosumer, and this was like just a home game slicer, and
was it like a sale maybe that just got you?
it was a sale, but it was also just not the best stuff. I also bought a spoon when I was looking at slicers. Like my spoon, I don't know. I
Big
must
fucking
have like
thing.
giant hands because it doesn't look that big in that picture.
You got. I think you got some thick boys.
What? Now you want me to sign in, Google? I've been doing this for so long. I put it next to a normal, like, spatula. Like, you ever make something in a pot and want to scrape it out? That's a
Mhm.
normal one. My big spoon. Because I had a big pot. Needed it.
I'm trying to find your slicer on like Google Images and I can't.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. What else is going on? Anything?
Um, we started talking about it. We're doing the trip.
Yeah. I'm game. We need to like talk about it again, I think, with people.
We need to bring it up again because I think we probably should try to get one of the. We should not to make you do it again, but we probably need to like just present them with the like the form of like, hey, pick an Airbnb,
Yeah. Yeah, the
vote for an
problem
Airbnb.
is fucking getting 8 people together.
Yes. Well, that's what I mean. I think we just need to throw something in there, being like, hey, look at them, talk about it, set a date to have the vote done.
Yeah.
Because then it's
Yeah.
like, then the next part is figuring out who's gonna bite the bullet and like,
Front the money.
yeah, which I I could front the money, but
Okay.
I would want to use hers. I've never done Airbnb, so I don't want to be a new like I would try to front the money through hers
Oh.
account. Does
I
that
think
make
we could probably
sense?
make that happen. Yeah.
Because I don't like he's obviously someone that's now has he probably has done it before, but he has like a
I
good
think he did
chance
it
of
one
getting it.
time before. But
Yeah,
now they really liked us apparently.
yeah.
So now we have another good review on his account, which would be nice. Yeah, I don't know how that
So
works.
I
But yeah.
I just know there people are more inclined to say yes if you have
Information displayed on a platter to them.
just like oh this person is didn't damage a house before.
Oh,
So
that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
and your two thing too. It's just like my thought process is it's hard to get them to make decisions because no one like you just have to like present it and tell them like, hey, when we put up the thing and they voted on a weekend, everyone that was like here voted.
Yeah,
The only
they
person
did.
that didn't vote was the one that wasn't showing up because he was in out of state.
Yeah, which was understandable. You know, it's fine.
100%. But as soon as he saw it, he like, oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah. We can work on that and bringing it up. What's your thoughts? Are you thinking right on the lake, or are you thinking away from the lake? Or are you thinking
I
in the fucking pole barn for 30 cents?
I'm very against the pole barn.
I
To be
am
honest.
too, but I kind of liked how
Yes,
much of a meme it was.
yes. I appreciate it. I think it's funny. Off my list. The $200 one in bumfuck nowhere with the pond, in my mind, is really great for the hanging out, not so much for the what are we gonna do.
Oh yeah.
And that's where like I fall in the trap of do we want the better house with more stuff to do at the house, or do we want the area that we have more
So
stuff
like
to do on the area?
to in my mind, just like you're saying your mind, I liked that bumfuck nowhere with a view,
Mm-hmm.
which might have also been one with. I know there's a body of water. I don't know if it's the same one you're talking about.
It
There's
is.
there's
There's
the
a
one with the
pond.
pool table.
That's the pond one, I believe.
The
In the
pool table
bumfuck
and a
nowhere.
view. It looks like a phenomenal house
Mm-hmm.
with lots of space for us to chill at the house
Yes.
in bumfuck nowhere. It's
Yes.
between that one and right on the lake for me.
Yeah. I think I lean right on the big lake
Okay.
more, only because
Actually, I might need to look at them again. I don't remember.
I don't know. I just lean. I guess I just lean that way. I just kind of like the big lake.
And if
I like the idea of us getting a boat.
my God, I don't know if I do. Like, I understand what you're saying. It scares me a little bit.
I like the idea of maybe throwing up the kayak, like bringing my kayak.
I also
Okay,
have a kayak.
if you have a roof rack, I have a roof. Like I don't know what your roof rack is, but like
I don't. But we could just. I is yours like one half or something?
mine is one. Mine is one of those like J's.
Oh yeah. Is there any room on the side of it? 'Cause I could throw
So
another one on.
no, because it's only a one.
No.
I don't have like the dual one.
Yeah.
I only have the
I'm
singular
saying
one.
like, is there flat room to the left
Yeah,
of?
to a degree. I've never done it on the
Okay.
Jeep. I always did it on
Okay.
the Escape. I need to get actual roof
Mm.
rack. I have the
Oh,
roof.
you need the bars.
I have the sidebars, but I've never gotten the
Gotcha.
crossbars.
Gotcha.
Um,
Oh, you know what? The one I'm talking about is on a different lake, and also not right on the lake.
no, it's like away from the lake. It has a pond.
Does have a pond. I mean, I can hold on. I'll just pull up the map.
My like, and then my thought process is like, well, if we're near the big lake, then we're not too far from Watkins Glen. If there's any sort of racing going on like the Saturday, we could easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that it's far. I think it's like 40 minutes from the one. Would it be like 15 for the other?
Pin. Okay. Pin. God damn it. Okay, so like the one that I'm talking about is near my mouse, which is
Oh,
like
I thought it was
not.
near.
I
I
thought
thought it
so
was near the
too
bottom one.
until. Yeah.
Are you sure it's that one?
Yeah. I am.
I swear to you, I thought it was near the one that has the Y.
Um. Which one was that? Lakefront, no. South Seneca, it's probably this one. No, that one, no.
No, no.
Because that one's in
Crystal
Watkins
Lakes
Glen.
Lodge. What I'm talking about.
That's where I just showed you.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's up here.
Okay. So yeah, yeah. Okay, never mind. You're right.
I think we're talking about the bumfuck one.
Yes. That's the pool table bumfuck one.
No, I think where the
Oh,
location
the
that we're
other
talking
yeah,
about is this one.
pole barn.
No, this isn't Pole Barn.
What is that one then?
This is the wedding venue one, which
No, that's
is also
yeah.
in bumfuck.
Yeah. See, that's where I thought we were talking this whole time. I'm like, to get anywhere,
Yep.
it'd just be annoying as fuck.
Yeah. So like, yes, that makes me like want to take this one off. I didn't like the house either.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have been fucking idiot. This was the one with the view for the people on the stream that I forgot, not stream, that I forgot to switch. And then this one's the one in bumfuck nowhere. Like this one, at least it's a great house
Mm-hmm.
that's close to a lake that does have wineries.
Yes. Very much
So
yes.
we have the house to do whatever with and
Mm-hmm.
have some wineries, but it's not the main Seneca Lake ones.
Yeah.
So it's one of those preference things again, just like
I,
beef jerky.
again, I don't think I won't care which way the way the vote
I don't
swings.
either. Yeah.
Um, that's when I just brought up like stupid things like is it like is there gonna be any races we want to go to? So that
Yeah.
kind of like
I doubt it, but maybe.
I thought they normally had stuff going on in there like all the time.
Maybe. I mean, maybe we can even look.
Uh,
I might be able to
racetrack.
find out. Um,
Ah, damn! In August is the NASCAR Cup.
yep. It looks like there's not too much showing up yet. Yeah, it doesn't
August.
look like too much is planned yet.
Nope. Damn. Now if the NASCAR race was that week.
I went to Watkins Glen for a NASCAR race before. I've
I'd
been
go
there.
there. I would want to see it just because I'd want to see the new NASCARs,
It was a long time ago for me.
new cars next year. So it's gonna be
True. People flying across everywhere.
like more
New
motorsporty
cars
than
on a road course. Speaking of cars, did you see anything about the new Corvette Z06?
I personally have not. Is there something cool about it?
They just announced, like, did a big video about the new Z06, which is like the track Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the first mid-engine Z06 version. They put some flat plane crank engine in that's naturally aspirated, so no supercharger, making like 650, I think, which is a
Nice.
lot out of
Do you have a
no
picture of it?
supercharger. I mean, it's a normal C8
Oh, okay, there's
car,
nothing. It
but it's
it just
maybe like some aero and wide body that make it look a little bit better. I can get
okay. I didn't. I thought it might look like
nah. Generally the same, you know.
generally the same, just like
Little, it's a
amazing amounts of powers.
little wider. Sounds ridiculous. It's got the exotic supercar sound to it. It's a
So
super high revving V8.
so if it's naturally aspirated
No
and you
turbo, no
do,
supercharger.
it doesn't have that, but it still hits the high like
Good
horsepower.
horsepower. Yeah.
Could you take it a step further and improve it anyway with or does the way because it's the
So
way it is you can't, or else because you would lose out on how it is already gaining all the power it gains.
670 horsepower, by the way, which is a lot.
That's all.
It's a
Yes,
lot.
that's a lot.
The thing with the engine is it's a very light internal engine. So like
Okay.
pistons are very light, connecting rods are very light, which makes it spin very fast, which makes it able to go high into the RPMs. I don't know the logistics of if you add boost, how would it take it? You might not be able to just because of like reliability in the engine. Like the parts aren't good enough to put boost at it and add to that. Hard to say.
Yeah, you could tell me anything, I'd believe it.
Yeah,
It's out of my wheelhouse.
boost is good for real big, strong engines, and this I think is a little bit more on the delicate, kind of like I don't know, high-strung, delicate side.
Gotcha.
But it
Interesting.
sounds very good, very good stuff. It sounds like.
Big,
I'll have to
big
get you
sounds.
a clip of the sounds at some point.
Big sounds. Huge.
Big
Huge
sounds
sound.
guy. Yeah.
I don't like that color, to be honest. I think it's an ugly
No,
orange.
you don't like the orange?
I don't like the orange. Um, do I like that neon yellow green even less?
You like that one even less? What about yellow?
Eh,
Classic yellow? Just gray? Basic bitch gray?
I like that blue.
I did like the blue when I saw it first. Yeah, it was good.
I
I like it.
I find there. I don't know. I find something gaudy about like super. I don't. Is this a supercar?
So, like, the Z06 especially, I think, is going to be competing with higher end supercars. Actually, yes.
This is. Am I wrong in calling it like which?
I don't know. No one knows yet.
A
The thing
poss.
is, it's like a mid-engine car with 650 horsepower now. They're going to be like that's a mid-tier Ferrari, you know.
Yeah.
That's a Lamborghini, and it's got the sound now too. So it's
What's the
it,
price?
like 90,000 starting. I think
It's not.
that's
I don't
not
want to
much
say
at
cheap.
all. No, it is cheap. You can say it. It's cheap
It's
for what
cheap.
you're getting. For what I'm comparing this to, it's cheap.
Yes.
I'm comparing this to like McLarens
Yes.
and Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Rightfully comparing it, in my opinion.
Is this gonna be the Mustang of supercars though?
In what way? The cheap, affordable muscle car or the crashed into a crowd car?
Both.
Not so much the crashed into a crowd car. I think it's very planted.
Yeah, but you have to think that the people buying it are the people that
The,
should
I
be.
I think it's too good of a car to for that. Like a Mustang is a front engine car that does burnouts real easily. This thing doesn't like to do burnouts because of the way it is.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying no to that. To the availability to people, yes. It is the Mustang of the supercars.
Yeah, but what if they get
Because
stupid?
Mustangs are like 20 some thousand for low models,
Yeah.
and it's way too much power for people. Like,
I'm like really.
like mid 30s, and you can get a V8 Mustang, and that's scary.
I know we have a ton of shit to watch, but I just kind of want to rewatch an H2O video.
Oh, God. I mean, they're good, but no. I'm okay. Maybe we need to watch Initial D.
I don't. What does he do?
You don't know that?
Not really.
It's the drifting anime on the mountains. It's like the racing anime
Ah,
with the I don't know. It's this one. You ever see this?
might might have
The
seen like
AE86.
I might have seen like the posters, like that poster stuff
Yeah.
for it. Never knew. Haven't like.
It's like in the car scene people watch this anime.
Mhm.
You know, it like bridged that gap a little bit.
Gotcha. Oh, what are those fucking cars called with the fucking blinky lights?
The pop-ups?
Yeah,
Pop-up lights?
isn't that like a specific brand of car that does that?
No, it's old. You know. I
There
mean,
is a
Corvettes had
specific.
pop-ups. Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah,
not that long ago even. Actually, it was probably like 20 years ago.
might. Oh, I'm thinking like a Mazda Miata.
Miata, yeah.
They
But
used to have
there's
that.
like this is a Toyota. It's a Toyota 86. AE86.
I'm thinking like the more iconic
Miata's the big one, I think, that you're probably thinking about. Or like
I'm
an older RX-7
I'm thinking like that.
or like an S13 with pop-ups.
Uh,
Send something. Yeah, that's a little baby Miata. That's definitely what that is.
the little smile.
Yep. There's a lot of them though. All right, I think we're done here, don't
We're
you?
done. Yep.
We're done.
Because that's all we have for this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
See you later.